Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Metaphor. And yeah, this is indeed the correct episode. We're not inside the runner and about to talk to a Heisme, although that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But I was thinking, honestly I think I just completely forgot about it. But when we saw Juna and Fidelio, I think it was, standing around in Brylehaven at night, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just check the entire town, because obviously some NPCs are the same, but some are clearly very much not. So, you know, new events to check, new possible little mini side quests or free items to get. So I was considering just you know, taking a quick tour of the town on my own, and you know, only recording if anything particularly interesting popped up. And then I thought, maybe I should check the other cities as well, because I haven't really, you know, rechecked everywhere, and, you know, obviously stuff has happened. So I started doing that. I went to Grand Trad, as you can see, and I started talking to people here. I hadn't even seen Brigitte until I almost just bumped into her. And, well, I'd say this is the first interesting bit of information or of conversation that we have here. I guess, I mean, I have been wondering if and when our, you know, follower relationship would continue, when we would get the next event with her. Maybe we needed to actually just talk to her, you know, on our own. Because, yeah, when I first talked to her here, she just said, you know, I thought I told you not to come here anymore. We're, you know, our business partnership or whatever is over. But if you really want, if you insist on joining me on the road to hell, then there's a place I'd like to go. Scary prospect. You have to phrase it like that. I'll go wherever you're going, but we need to be brave 3. We're getting pretty close to that. Honestly, if we just complete what quests and bounties we have currently, well, a bounty, and a couple of quests that increase our courage, I think, that might get us there. But yeah, unfortunately it looks like we're gonna have to be braver to be allowed to continue and finish off her quest line, which I'm obviously very interested in doing. Okay, so that's very lucky, and I guess a good decision to come here and just talk to random people. Before I talked to her, I was... well, there were some conversations. There was actually a guard commenting on our runner suddenly appearing and him, you know, doubting his sanity. For not noticing it standing there, but surely it must have been standing there the whole time, because it wouldn't appear out of nowhere. Yeah, so it's fun that the game actually does acknowledge, you know, people noticing that what should be a pretty, you know, pretty noticeable event. Yeah, other than that, there was a random person who gave me a, I don't know, some item. I think it was just a status healing item or something. But, you know, free stuff. Anyway, yeah, well, that's what I'd like to say, but I don't have enough courage. Almost, though. We're getting there. If my courage were fearless, I could help Brigitte through in her distress.
Sorry,
it's probably best for us... best you just forget about me. Well, that's not gonna happen. Don't you worry. Yeah, we're getting really close, actually, there. That must be like 2.8 or so on the courage scale. Nice. I might... yeah, actually, I mean, knowing this, that this is going to be a thing. It's really mean for the game to not mark her in any kind of way, or, you know. But fair enough. Maybe that's what it means. Right. Hold on. Let me see the supporter list real quick. Maybe the ones with the gray icon mean that we're... well, I mean, I guess I had been suspecting as much. That they're technically available, but we are missing some sort of requirement. Well, yeah. If there is no icon, that means that at least during this time slot they would not be available either way. Because we know that, of course, Barden and both Stroll and Halkenberg are also available, but during daytime. Yeah, more is available during any time, but we need to finish this quest first. Alonso and Katharina, I guess... I mean, so far we've only been encountering Katharina at predefined places on the road. Maybe we'll eventually find out where she hangs out. Well, I mean, I guess she's a candidate, so she's also touring the world, and she doesn't have any one place where she's hanging out. but maybe we'll eventually be able to visit her somewhere. With Alonso, we have absolutely no idea where he is and what he's doing. But, yeah, for him, do we not also have to do a quest for him or something? And with her, I suppose maybe we will just... This indicates that we only need to actually encounter her, and then we're gonna have another interaction. But with Brigitte, apparently, yeah, she would technically be up for it, but we don't have the courage in this case. Either way, yeah, the fact that she's not marked on the map at all, yeah. I guess it's worth just checking on people, on, you know, important NPCs every now and then to see if things have progressed in any way. Anyway, so, yeah, that's definitely a good thing to find out. There are more people to talk to. I'm just gonna continue my little tour and just resume recording if I come across anything else of particular interest, and if not, I guess we're gonna meet back at the runner. We're probably gonna see a thing or two, I would guess. Okay, I think this is kind of fun. I've seen a couple of different of other candidate posters, including one for Forden, one for Louise as well, one for that Roussant jerk. I still haven't seen the little Ujif, but surely they must have posters somewhere as well. But there's apparently also a single poster of us. It's the only one I've seen. And it says there, actually... Ni helpas iun ein problem. Which is not, as far as I can tell, a very correct Esperanto, but it says something like, we help anyone in trouble. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, it literally translates it as such. But yeah, it's not correct, because the last word should be problemo, at the very least. It's missing the ending there, and also I'm not sure about the grammar of the sentence overall. We help anyone in trouble. Endorsed by the Honeybee Inn.
What's this?
Did Maria and the others put this up for us? Wow, that really puts the wind in your sails, doesn't it? We may not be the favorites, but there are people who support us. I mean, yeah, I've been talking to every random NPC that I could, and a couple of people are supporting us. So that's nice to see. Yeah, we best take that to heart. Indeed. Yeah, that's fun. We should make a couple more of those and just hang them up everywhere. Okay, we're in Martira now, and this guy was talking about, you know, how shocked everyone is that Joanna and Morris were working together and, you know, committing such terrible crimes. And the soldiers who were following Morris were executed, apparently. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Just punishment for being blinded by greed and bringing the town to harm at his side. The captain bringing you here was a great feather in his cap, of course. But that scumbag Morris? He's a total failure as a guard. The captain bringing you here was a great feather in his cap, of course. Wait, what? In whose cap? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's, Oh, look at this. A gold beetle. I don't know if this wasn't here before, or if maybe gold beetles can be about in different places at night and during the day. I mean, I've definitely been through here, and that was not very hidden, so I'm guessing it's maybe only there at night. So yeah, definitely worth double-checking. Alright, I forgot that this shopkeeper here promised a different item on every day, I guess every day of the week. Don't know if we already skipped a day, but apparently today he's selling a rejuvenation bell for 20,000, which is just a little bit more than I have. Chimes pleasantly as it sways in the wind. Simply listen to this lovely sound to feel refreshed no matter how exhausted you may be. Maybe that's a trinket that just gives you MP restoration, or maybe HP, but I guess like feeling refreshed sounds more like MP recovery, maybe. Either way, that's too expensive for us, but I guess if I remember, I'll keep checking. I also just spotted a poster for that extremely shady Jin character there. Yeah, every day of the week. Right. Okay. Ready to win? Side with Jin. Need a hand? Jin's your man. Oh, come on. He practically stole our idea. Did he? I don't know about that. I think he's doing this on purpose. Helping people isn't a joke. Let's show him how it's meant to be done. Yeah. I don't really see him as much of a, you know, competition for us. Anyway, I'll keep looking. Oh, right, there was one thing I wanted to mention. A guard earlier actually mentioned that, or was talking about the sea monster that Forden presented at the exhibition, and how he wasn't convinced that the monster was actually defeated, because it was still dangerous out at sea. So, I don't know, he didn't say it directly, but he kind of seemed to imply that Forden might have faked the thing somehow. I mean, it certainly was a giant squid that he presented, definitely monstrous size, but maybe it wasn't the sea monster that apparently is troubling Brialhaven. So maybe we'll eventually have to deal with the real sea monster if it really wasn't the one. So that's an interesting little bit. Okay, there's also apparently another new thing, a gambling man. I talked to him even though he had a little, icon over his head and everything. But at least so far it's not saying that it's going to take time, so let's take a look at this. I'm probably just going to get ripped off, but, you know. Not really a whole lot to lose at this point. Maybe you'd like to press that luck of yours. I'm running a special bet on tournament participants right now. Care to take a punt? Sure.
Hang on!
Wait, are you serious? If you lose money here, who knows how far it'll set us back? Again, we don't really have a lot to lose. Also, if we just bet on ourselves, we're bound to win, right? Oh, upset your fairy friend, have I? Can't have that. How about you decide after I've explained, though, alright? It's a bet on the rank of a certain young elder candidate. That would be you, mind. Your wager is... you know what? How about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself to see how well you think you can do in the tournament. Interesting idea, isn't it?
Huh?
Is he serious? What's the catch? What are you thinking? I'll give it a shot. Nice one. Besides, if your goal is to be king, you've got to take some risks.
Well then.
Now let's gamble. What rank do you think you can reach by August 13th? Wait. It's giving me a range too? August 13th. Wait. God, which one is it? I can still back out. Today should be... It's not even August yet, right? August 13th. Is that after the soiree, basically? I think it might be. I think that's just after that. Wow, interesting. I mean, currently we're at 47. I'd say the 30 to 21 range, if we do all the side quests, could be realistic even before the next, before the deadline of the next main operation. After that, who knows? I mean, it's really hard to predict what's going to happen during the soiree. I can only assume that we're not actually going to succeed in stealing the formula, or else, I don't know, the game would basically be over. Well, I guess maybe not necessarily, but it feels a bit too early for that kind of success. Surely we won't save the prince until the very end of the game. So something's definitely going to go horribly wrong. Are we going to be officially... Are we just going to fail? We're going to get caught? Louise is going to know that we were only trying to trick him, only, pretending to sneak into his army to get close to him? And are we then going to be officially enemies from then on out? Or are we somehow going to keep upholding the charade? It's hard to say. Either way, how would that reflect in our ratings? I mean, who knows? But since we still have that much game ahead of us, I'm gonna go with the lowest rank possible. Apparently, I can only assume that one of these is gonna be correct, but I don't see myself even in top 20 necessarily this soon, because there are still two more major events, right? In this Exhibition of the Brave. Wait, is that the overall name for the whole thing? They're gonna be There's supposed to be 3 main events, right? We only seen the first one. This is not even, you know, this is in between events. So I'm gonna go with this one. How much are you wagering? Oh no. I mean, am I this confident? Honestly, 15,000 in the grand scheme of things is not that much. Of course, currently it's almost all of our money, but that's very easy to farm as soon as we're in any kind of dungeon. So honestly, just go with that. If I lose it, no big deal. If I win it, it's also, honestly also not really a whole lot, but it would be nice nonetheless. In 20 days, ah yes.
Isn't this grand?
Well, we'll see if I even remember. Gambling stall. Well, it did give me a note about it. A den of opportunists openly opened by those with an eye for the unpredictable. Well, maybe it is predictable though, I don't know. Allowing people to be on all manner of things, to bet on all manner of things. In fact, no bet is off the table, even a race for control of the nation itself. Specific payouts are determined by the accuracy of the guest order of candidate approval. As Sanctism dictates that man's fate is immutable, they are frequently shuttered by Sanctus' decree, but they tend to spring up again quickly. Oceanian gamblers, masters of their craft, gradually shifted from small betting rings to opening their own venues for others to indulge the whims of fate. Right, I mean, it's just like everywhere else then. And it is today, yeah, okay, right, makes sense. It's July 23rd, so yeah, 20 days from now is gonna be the 13th. Indeed, and that is... That is indeed the soiree. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm still pretty happy with that prediction, but again, and literally anything could happen. Maybe we're somehow magically going to... become top 5. It's, I mean, again, it seems too early for that, but it's possible. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna go anywhere, but apparently we have this wandering student who wants to teach us about persons of influence of the country.
Right.
This country's most influential people. It might be good to make sure we're up on them. Want to hear what he has to say? Yes, please.
Chuffed to hear it.
Good to hear. Now I would like to begin my lecture at once, but first, shall we take a moment to admire this ship? Which ship? Ships carry a certain dignity and refinement different from that of igniters or gauntlet runners, I've always thought. If only Sanctifex Forden could see that. And what a perfect segue into our topic. When thinking of the most powerful people in this country, His Eminence Forden comes to mind. Are you aware of his connection with igniters?
The truth is...
Igniter production is run by the Igniter Consortium. Despite the name, it's not an independent company, but another wing of the Crown Theocracy run by a senator. Yes. The weird guy. I mean, that describes pretty much all of them, but the one with the weird thing in his face. And because the Syndicate has a monopoly on Igniter production, that means His Eminence, as the Sanctifex, controls the flow of Igniters. Of course, he has a hand in more than just Igniters. In recent years, Sanctifex Forden has done more to shape the country's political environment and institutions than the King ever did. As such, he carries more favor from those who are satisfied with the current socio-political climate, but for any who are discontent. Those, such as the impoverished Parapes, tend to favor Louise, whose goal is to dismantle the current system. Not that I agree with them, mind you. I realize I've spent nearly all my time talking about Sanctifex Forden, but considering the level of authority he commands, the more knowledge you have, the better.
See you again, yeah?
Now that you know your opponent better, I'm expecting even greater things from you. As thanks for listening to this long-winded lecture, please take this. I received a small gift from the wandering student's travels after he taught me about the state of the country. Okay, gel dust. Wait, we needed that. I needed exactly 1 gel dust for my recipes. Wow, that's huge. Awesome. That is indeed on my list. Okay. Or rather, now it's off the list. Well, that was lucky. We didn't really learn anything completely new here. Oh, but also he still wants to talk,
there.
huh? Truly, ships are beautiful. Ah, it's you. Has the knowledge I've imparted to you been of use? No, but I guess, but the gel dust has, will probably come in useful. Oh, okay.
Lovely, isn't it?
Well. We're almost done looking around, by the way. I guess at this point I could just continue. Why not? Oh, this, I mean, I suppose this guy still wants to talk, but the same thing.
I'm in it.
Doesn't just move about like we practiced and he'll win? This may be your first monster, but that doesn't matter. A paltry task. No monster is a match for me. Woo! That's the spirit. This is the birth of a new brawler king. Now get out there. Yeah, okay, sure. No previous experience. Just, you know, head into the arena. You're gonna do just fine. No problem. Angerson Square. I believe this is indeed the last place. We haven't double-checked. Presumably there are gonna be some people to talk to here. No more gold beetles, unfortunately. So maybe I really just had missed that one.
If I could have been one of Lewis's minions
Spying Lewis's gauntlet runner in the harbor makes me jealous. Maybe I could join his private army too. Oh, you promised you'd only have one drink. Getting smashed and sighing over Louise. If word gets out, he'll be discharged and worse. Huh? In the past you admired Louise, didn't you? You was telling tales about how we could hunt humans without an igniter. What sort of drunken nonsense are you spouting now? I've heard nasty rumors about the magic sword of his, but still.
Wonderful.
Magic sword, huh? Also, I still have not seen a single poster for the UG anywhere, which is interesting.
Grand, innit?
Maybe they just don't have any. The sea out there is just brimming with all sorts of living creatures. It's crazy when you really think about it. Huh? Oh, it's a view of the sea, not these people here. Shipwright Magnate. Recently, I heard a monster sunk a well-built ship, cargo and all, on a day still as glass, with neither wind nor waves, no less. Well, I suppose a monster doesn't need wind or waves. Fie, seems like we won't be able to get to sea for the moment, but between Brylehaven's stalwart sailors and our fine ships, can't anything be done?
Oh.
These days, sailing out there is tantamount to suicide. But, well, if we had some sort of aquatic gauntlet runner, don't we?
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Hey, Elder newcomer, used to life in Brylehaven yet? The sea here at night is beautiful. I could listen to the sound of the waves forever. But if Lord Louise ordered it, I'd burn this whole city to the ground. You're one of us now, so if the order comes down, be ready. Here, take this, a small gift for our new friend. Oh. Elitist flag, thanks. I'm gonna sell that as soon as I can. For the sworn oath, precondition yourself for what must be done. Sure. What's going on here, actually? A lot of these bubbles around, but I guess it doesn't mean anything.
Grand, innit? What am I gonna do? Eh? Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have. Wonderful.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait. Alonso! Well. Ah, well met. What are you up to? I'd like to hear about your journey so far, if you don't mind. It's imagination? No, is that wisdom? It's wisdom, isn't it? Okay, pretty close to that one as well. I see. It's a very similar situation to Brigitte here. I'd like to hear about your journey so far, if you don't mind telling it. You have certain information I'd very much like to know. Well, except apparently you're not that interested. That's what I'd like to say. What's what I'd like to say exactly? Doesn't matter. I don't have enough wisdom to piece together the insights Alonso desires. Okay. I need to be wise enough to know what he's interested in? Sure. If my wisdom was knowledgeable, I could give Alonso information he could actually use.
Ridiculous.
It seems you're not particularly ready. Pity. Ridiculous. Sorry to disappoint. Let's see here. Imagine. No, wisdom. Yeah, I mean, not quite as far ahead, quite as far along as courage is, but we're getting there. Surely.
Say there.
That's good to know. Come one, come all in. Wait. That's not the one.
Say there.
Wasn't it over here? The Gull Roast. That's interesting. This is where what was his name? The Parapus. Wait. Is this not him? Yeah. Loveless? Loveless? Yeah, Loveless. He was hanging out here, and he commented on the name of the inn. You know, and how ironic it was that they didn't actually have room. And he called this one. I mean, I was assuming he was talking about the one he was standing right in front of. But apparently, I don't know, either he was talking about this place, the come one, come all in, or that's a mistake. Can't believe this place is full too. Isn't there any way we can avoid staying at the dump? Nope. The spider's den it is. The gull roost. Sorry you're full, it says. Even if we couldn't get somewhere fancy, at the very least I wanted to stay at a regular inn. It's a regular inn, come on. It's just a bit
this blooming heat.
full of bugs and spiders. Well, we haven't seen any spiders, just bugs, I guess. Really? Can't go there? Okay. Well, it looks like we're just about done here. Just about. Oh, well, never mind. There are lots of people here. Well, now, if it isn't my darling Elven boy. You've become quite famous, or so my customers tell me. But I must say I pity that Sanctuaress losing the distinction between a monster and her own child. Not having children is the best option in my opinion, especially with our country in such turmoil. Yeah, well. Damn, that bastard definitely cheated me. Hey there, Elder Kid. You look too naive to know the first thing about betting, but, well, but I can still tell you think that gambling stalls cheating people too, right? I mean, I hope not. What are you talking about? Keeping it under your head, eh? Not that anything good comes of gambling. If you're a betting man, poke your nose around the night market. But watch your wallet. Phew. Whinging at you seems to have calmed me right down. Thanks, kid. Tell you what, let me give you something interesting about the Merchant's Bazaar Pier. The small one, mind you. Merchant's Bazaar Pier, the small one. As long as the weather holds up, they host diving competitions there. Oh, yes, I've seen that. You should take advantage of everything the ocean has to offer while you're in Brylehaven. Bugger me, that's what I should have done instead of gambling.
Oh, come on.
This guy's got problems, but that competition does sound interesting. I mean, it does. Realistically, it sounds extremely dangerous and stupid, but I'm certainly curious about it. I wonder if you can get lucky and find some sort of item while you're diving down. Maybe a pearl or some sort of sunken treasure or just a fish. Yeah, I mean, it's always a bit hard to justify doing these kinds of, random side activities, though. With the exhibition on, the other inns are full of revelers. All that carousing and yelling, it must be impossible to get any rest. But it's nice and quiet here, isn't it? So quiet you could hear a pin drop. We're a unique little inn in that respect. Right. Hear a pin drop or hear a spider crawl across your blanket.
I'm just incredulous.
Still no fishing here,
Hey,
huh?
listen.
I guess.
Huh?
Well, if there is a way to actually do some fishing, then
Hey, listen.
it's not available yet.
I love it.
Right, we could... Nah, we're just gonna wait until we buy anything. Well, especially because we're now basically broke. Which is a problem, because I was definitely going to buy at least some information. Well, I guess in a pinch I can always sell something. But yeah, I didn't consider that. I guess I'm not going to be buying all the info probably, but we shouldn't need everything, especially the very expensive stuff about the actual main dungeon. Yeah, no, we don't need that. We can get away with just buying a few things at first. Anyway, let's finally
go.
Move things along. Oh, that was a lot of time spent not really making much progress, but
It's
we did
you.
find some interesting things. Why, hello there. For all the time we spend in battle, it's good to rest our wings every once in a while, eh? I've been thinking of the UG village. In some ways, there may be no better place for my son to finally rest, but I've been away for so long. Can't say if they'll still accept me. I'm practically a stranger now. Let's just go and see.
Yes.
Right then, I suppose I'll stop wasting time dithering and get myself ready. The place is just to the east of Martira. The village is hidden, so I prefer a quiet and careful approach by carriage. I'll guide us. Okay. I'm surprised we... That's a new little animation there. Interesting. I'm surprised we have the time to do this during our night time... during nighttime. Yes, it hasn't changed a bit. Yes, this is my hometown. Apologies for dragging you all this way. No, don't apologize.
Tadari!
It's me, Heisme. I've returned, and I've something to discuss. I've known Tadari for a long time, you see. He's the leader of the village.
Just...
Although, I should warn you now that you'll not be welcomed here. You might feel some hostility in the air. I'm used to that.
Hey.
I apologize.
Ah, yes. The Elden experience, I suppose. Nonetheless, I do apologize. Heisme, is that you? You're looking grey in the ears, my friend. As if the years were any kinder to you, Tadari. I heard you left the Royal Knights, but it's good to see you again. Who's this?
He is...
This is Atanto, a traveling companion of mine. He's standing in the tournament for the throne. I'm the future king. Let's be a bit humbler than that, I suppose. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Wait, is that why you've come back to the village?
no.
No, I came to see the cemetery. I'm trying to find a place where my son can rest. Ah, your boy's gone on ahead then. They didn't know? I guess not. He passed away before I could bring him here. Oh yeah, right, he did say that his son never saw his home village. At the very least, I thought I might let him rest somewhere with a view of the village. He loved running with the wind in his face. Surely I thought he'd like the hill. I know it's not something the villagers would easily accept, but...
Yes.
I see. Well, it sounds like a wonderful idea to me. But, you know the cemetery is sacred to the village. I fear you might be right. I'm not certain how well they'll respond. Would you allow me to take the urn? I imagine that seeing it will prompt their cordiality, if not sympathy.
Please.
All right. Thank you.
Here...
I always used to train here when I was young. Look closely and you'll see this tree is riddled with claw marks. I know, because it was my claws that left them. Brings back memories. Of course, having shaken the trees, I'd get a swarm of bugs coming down on my head, and of course I'd go whinging to Tadari about it. A crybaby, eh? Wow. Adorable. I mean, is this the origin of his bug phobia? So even you were a cute kid once, huh? Huh, having trouble imagining it? The villagers are here. They watch us from the shadows. If you focus and listen, you'll hear them too. I don't know that my ears are quite good enough for that. Well, maybe they are. He didn't leave voluntarily. He was stripped of his knighthood, wasn't he? And now he wants his child buried here? The boy wasn't even born in the village.
Oh.
Do you hear? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't mean to do that. What did I even say? Log. Sounds like you're not welcome here. Yeah, well, oh, that's horrible. Not very welcoming. Honestly, maybe I would have picked the other one.
Well...
Exactly within my expectations then. If they decline, let's withdraw without a fuss. Surely they will.
Heisman.
I've explained the situation to the younger villagers. Seemed like nobody had any problems with giving your son a place here. Indeed. Thank you. Master Tadari. Huh? The urn of bones, it's gone. What? What is the meaning of this? A fallen knight brings shame to the village. I hear a voice from somewhere. Tadari was just too afraid to refuse him, that's all. Show yourself.
Hey!
Stop hiding. I'm sorry, Heisme. I cannot excuse the villagers' behavior. Truly, that is inexcusable. The village hasn't changed a bit. Still rejecting outsiders. Still shutting themselves away. Maybe I should have expected this. I left this place behind. I became an outcast. Maybe losing my son again is what I deserve. Absolutely not. Still, you stood for me. You spoke in anger on my behalf, and in that is my soul's salvation. I can feel Heismay's profound sorrow and strong trust. Yeah, but, I mean, surely we're gonna get the urn back at the very least.
My
What the
thanks.
heck? Okay, yep. Shall I search the village entire? No stone unturned? Doubtless that intrusion would only provoke further offense, but I haven't time to waste.
I apologize.
You have my sincerest apologies. I shall take responsibility and find the urn. It's my duty as chief. No, as one who would see justice done. Okay, at least the chief, you know, is an honorable man. There's an unease in the village. For today, I think it best you leave. Should have never given that urn away, huh? Oh well. Very well. We'll be back. Heismay and I return to the city in silence.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis's.
Yes, the day of the soiree is approaching. Yeah, we have plenty of time. We need to secure our infiltration route. Yes. Must reclaim the formula without raising suspicion. I mean, our infiltration is not going to go very quietly, is it? If we have to actually face and defeat those captains in combat? I mean, obviously Luis will hear about that, but maybe that's just normal behavior among his army, where, you know, obviously sorry about that, where, what was I saying? Right, in Luis's army, where it's basically, like, survival of the fittest, right? Where might is right. Might makes right. Anyway.
Let's make it happen.
Yes.
True.
19 days. So much time. Okay, we got a storm today.
It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
coming down.
Looks just like last night. I hear a voice. Oh, Barden, yes, of course. Quite the predicament. Barden comes to mind.
Oi there!
Right, also, honestly, I should probably do what I started this episode with and check out Grand Thread and Martyra again now during the daytime. I also wonder if maybe some town encounters could be different even based on weather. Apparently that diving competition is only available... Yeah, it's not there. Interesting. It's only available during nice weather, apparently, which I guess makes sense. You definitely wouldn't want to do that kind of thing during a storm. Or really much of anything that takes place outside, but most people don't really seem to mind, interestingly enough.
Met, eh?
Anyway, there could be, there are probably more encounters to be had just,
Wonderful.
you know, outside. I mean, even, or in other cities during the daytime. Even this guy is just here. And apparently this is a rain-only event. When it comes to rainstorms, no city can compete with Brylehaven. I'm drenched to my core. That's Brylehaven pride it is. Okay. Well, fair enough. I like rain myself, honestly. Although, I don't know, this just looks like
Wonderful.
the unpleasant kind, where it's, you know, cold and wet.
Rain.
Summer rain is great,
What am I
obviously.
gonna do? Eh?
Anyway, you know what? Yeah, I'll do some more running around, I suppose. And, again, show off if anything interesting comes up. And if not,
All right.
let's see, what are we gonna do, actually? Right, it's down to only Stroll, Hulkenberg, and Barden. Maybe we're just gonna go with Barden. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. But first, yeah, let's see if there's anything more to find. Okay, honestly, I'm not quite sure where I last left off, but we're in Martyra, and look at this. I finally found it, the elusive Lena poster. 3 of them, in fact. For top performance, you need top mechanics. Visit Caden Gauntlet Runner Workshop. Wait, hold on, isn't this just a Gauntlet Runner advertisement? Yeah, she's just using the tournament to make sales, not because she wants the crown. Anything goes, I guess. Are there any normal candidates? I think you basically can't be normal if you want to be a candidate in the first place, so that checks out. I guess she's not real competition either, then. Which I guess is good. Right, anyway, we're
That's nice.
almost in the correct place anyway. I did check everywhere else, including Bridhaven again during the daytime and during a storm, for what it's worth. And there wasn't much different. But Lodell was currently holding a speech at the podium, and there was an option to debate him, which certainly sounds interesting. I've seen that, I've seen that people did that apparently. Debate a candidate popped up, yeah, as an option. And in fact, I was promised that doing so would increase both my imagination and eloquence. So 2 virtues at once obviously seems pretty good, but I still think that we have better things to do. Also, look at this. I found 2 more of our posters. We help anyone in trouble. It's a poster of us. Someone out there must be rooting for us. Well, I mean, Martira is basically our main voter base currently, right? I suppose it was until our show at the exhibition. I don't know who made it, but this is pretty great, isn't it? Let's keep building the support. Indeed. Anyway, let us
Believe it. What?
talk to Barton. It's you. How fare you in your travels? For you to be in Martira of all places. Ah, but I shouldn't pry. I'm sure you've some urgent business or another, and I shan't make you tardy for it. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. Like what?
Thank you.
Many thanks for you for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it.
The truth is,
I wanted to consult with you on all this blather about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. Wouldn't own land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important position. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord. I think that's what's best for this town.
so
For the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-government. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fella best suited for the position is this one clergyman. He's a fine man and he likes the idea. But darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be governor. You're suited for it.
Right.
So you think it's a grand idea too? Well, I couldn't disagree more myself. I'm too weak a man.
still, though.
I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who put everything to right. It's Dredge, I'm no hero. It was all thanks to the lot of you. I mean, true, we played a major role for sure, and I mean, it's true that Barton just didn't notice what was happening right under his nose. But he means well enough. And I've always thought that those who least want a leading and ruling position are the ones best suited for it, so I think he's perfect. But I could say that all day and they'd still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say,
Do I have what it takes to lead them? It'll be fine. Everything's a challenge. I couldn't tell you. Everything's a challenge. I mean, out of these options, I guess.
Hey.
Everything worth doing is always a challenge.
wait, what?
Is it always?
True.
I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without a challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision.
For myself.
I'll represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole the whole place. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept advising me. I hardly have more experience than you, dude.
Don't worry your head.
I may not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town like you. Okay. I can sense Barton's extraordinary determination and faith in me.
I'll do anything for this town.
Sorry if I cut you off there. Barton, you finally decide what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey up!
We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been a right pain, but you seem like a take-charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. A sandworm attack would devastate Matira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well...
But go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills, will they? Well, yeah, they hated it when you chased them around during hide-and-seek. My wee ones were bawling and screaming something awful. They still cry from the memory of it.
Whoa!
But that's how you play Hunter and Prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town.
My thanks.
Thanks for your time today. I'll have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back, so do stop by again. I will. Part ways with Barton and return to the group. Okay, I'm guessing
Alright.
we're not gonna have any more... Oh, never mind. Is it Heisme again? It's not. Huh? Interesting. What was the line about having attracted someone's attention then? Well, I suppose both Alonso and Brigitte are theoretical options, but unfortunately only theoretical right now.
Incredulous.
Huh. So...
Alright.
How about town activities? Yeah.
That's right.
On Seabury Street, there's a Ujiv running a stall selling only medicinal herbs. Yes. It's hard to believe.
I'm just
That's
incredulous.
what you're suggesting as a town activity? Surely I've checked that shop
What do
during
you wanna
nighttime,
do?
but also surely we need to actually buy the info about that place to unlock anything. Right, that's just Alonso.
Wonderful.
Are you guys new? No.
Hang on.
You're not.
That's the one from the...
Surely we must have basically seen every single possible conversation in every single place at this point. If anything new... If random new events keep popping up here and there, like, you know, 1 or 2 per town, depending on time and weather conditions, then, you know, it's just a little bit too much to try and hunt down absolutely everything. And with these... Oh, no. Nope, never mind. Wait, you can't talk to these again. The Parapus died in some sort of igniter experiment. Again, eh? Just how dangerous are these things? Okay. I mean, it's nothing big, but it was a new thing, technically. And you never know. Any random thing could give you an item or something. It's not usually anything meaningful, but, you know, just knowing that there could be more things I'm missing.
Wonderful.
I don't know. Doesn't feel great, but I'm gonna try not to go completely crazy over it. Anyway, what do we do then? I think I want to just check real quick if...
Let's go.
Maybe somehow Glodell is still there, or maybe some other candidate. Because that would be a thing I'd very much be interested in trying out.
Say there. Awful weather.
Oh, wait. Oh, he is still here.
Now what am I to do?
You know what? That's perfect. Because there's just nothing else to do really at this time. So overall, the plan, in case I'm sure I must have talked about that. But basically, right now my plan is to, well, do something today, which apparently is going to be debating Glodell. And then on the 25th, I'm going to take advantage of the bargain on the discount, bargain day discount, and buy any relevant information for the side missions available. Specifically, I'm curious to see if buying the info on the Ogron or whatever it was called, the monster in the tower, in the cursed tower, if that is finally going to put that tower on my map. We were told to, or it was suggested to ask the local informant about the tower. And we've heard about it multiple times, but maybe I actually need to buy the info and then it's going to appear on the map, or we're only going to discover it as we travel the general area. In which case I'm just going to depart for the cursed cemetery first, or the tombs, or whatever it's called. And apparently there's a way to travel from there directly to Gracia Forest. And then, yeah, maybe we can just take care of all of that entire trip in 3 days, basically. What's happening on the 27th? Forgiveness Day. Interesting. It looks like we might be on the road as that happens if I depart on the 25th. Not sure what that means, if there's anything special happening on that day. If I should maybe wait until after that. I suppose there's an argument to be made for meeting with the remaining followers first. Well, we'll see what options are available on the next day. Today we're going to, or tonight we're just gonna go ahead and check this out. The world I want is a complete and utter meritocracy. The elites aren't strong, the strong are elite.
I see.
So that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower other candidates' support, you might be able to win Louise's trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. If you can put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. Right, eloquence and imagination. Nope, not the two main things I'm currently interested in, but obviously any increase is always good, so we'll just do that. You might even get some donations. Honestly, that's a further incentive for sure.
What business do you have with me?
What's this? Come to tear me down a peg, have you? If it's a battle of words you want, I accept the challenge. I'd prefer to strike with more direct methods, same, honestly, but I'll spare you for Count Louise's sake. You'll realize soon enough that I am the rising star. Your little help anyone in need's shtick is a farce, and I can't believe anyone is falling for it. I'll make sure you pay for it tenfold.
Choose me!
When I take my place upon the throne, I will reform this rigged society into a true meritocracy. We live in a society where tribe and family name matter more than will or ability. Are we sheep to accept such a world, or are we lions who will devour it? As king, I'll appoint only those who can demonstrate true strength, even those from inferior birth. That's true equality. I mean, he's not entirely wrong, but basing it entirely on physical strength or your ability to defeat your opponent, well, I obviously can't agree with that. Certainly there are other virtues that should be considered at least, if not considered more. He's certainly abrasive, but he makes a good point. Haven't we heard all this before, though? Oh, we certainly have. Dodell is winning over the crowd. How shall I appeal to them? Isn't Louise your better? And what of the weak? You only parrot Louise. Yeah, he is, honestly.
Hang on.
Your words are mere echoes of Louise. Do you have any original ideas?
What?
My words? You don't understand. Count Louise and I have simply come to the same conclusions, yet you are talking about yourself taking the throne? If that's the case, then I'd honestly rather support Lord Louise. Right. I had the same feeling as Atanto. Glad it wasn't just me.
Damn it!
Guess I chose the right option there. Of course these fools wouldn't understand. Well, then explain better. Oh, okay. Somehow I thought there would be a series of choices to make here. I guess not. That was an amazing debate. Dodell was seething. A lot of people appreciated what you said. They wanted to give you this as a show of thanks. 5,000! Heck yeah!
Works for me.
Okay, that's great. That makes me feel a lot better. This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination.
All right.
Nice. Whoa, what? Wait, 5 eloquence, 1 imagination. I mean, that's still pretty good. Pretty darn good increases all around. Maybe another option would have given me a different numbers for those 2 virtues. Oh, 45, 2 more
Time
ranks up.
marches
Okay.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Interesting.
Somehow,
Word is a great number of the city's soldiers have been injured. It would seem they had a run-in with a human. Oh, really? The group that was attacked was comprised mainly of new recruits out on a training exercise. Well, I mean, there's a side quest that mentioned that a lot of young recruits are hurt, and that's why we're looking for those some sort of fruit or berry or something, or flowers in the Gracia Forest. Many of their injuries are quite grave, I'm afraid. How horrible. Is there nothing we can do to help?
That reminds me.
We've already taken on a related request. Yes, we have. Let's go gather those medicinal ingredients so that they can treat the injured. Indeed. They're gonna have to wait a few more days, I'm afraid.
Did you know?
The day after tomorrow is Forgiveness Day, where stores throughout the city have the biggest sales of the year. Oh, really? Well, that's great. In other words, I should have waited on buying those super expensive weapons and armor. But if that's all it is on Forgiveness Day, then, you know, I guess we're basically done with all the shopping, so I don't really need to worry about that. But I do wonder if something special happens in town, in any of the cities on that day. You'd think so, right? But
Oi there!
do I really want to delay everything for like 2 more days? Not sure about that.
well met, eh?
Let's see about buying that information now.
I'm just...
Hey, listen.
Fancy a bit of info?
You thought that there'd be some kind of intel discount because it's Idol's Day? What an entitled... Nah, just kidding. I'll knock a few reval. Okay, you had me worried there for a second. Would have been really mean if this guy just randomly happened to be the only one not offering that. Okay, anyway. Village trading and ingredients of Oceania. Yeah, we want these. Because we're also going to be stopping by Inundo, of course. And this one here, hopefully, is going to unlock whatever thing you can do at that mysterious market stall. Then we're going to have to get this one, and ideally this one. I think, yeah, we definitely should have enough for that. No problem there, but let's start with this one, randomly.
Cheers.
There are a lot of shops in Brawlhaven dealing in rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Ooh, really? Monster meat? Wait. That would be great because we need some monster-related ingredients, right? Let's see here. Monster bone? I thought there was more, but we definitely need at least 1 monster bone. So maybe we can get that. Other than that, there's the butcher who sells marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. We do have that. But the only specialty good you can get from the village nearby is really mellow milk. What's rare depends on the person, I suppose. And mellow milk we already have. You cook, do you? I respect that there's more to you than strength. That reminds me, the younger of the Magnus brothers, his cooking, I've said too much, forget it. Really? But what about it? I received this scrap of paper inscribed, yep. Okay.
Cheers.
Do you know a village called Inundo a little ways up north of here? It might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still shopping to do there. Then again, they sell mostly rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Interesting. So, well, it's a shame that we're gonna arrive there basically empty-handed. Maybe I should travel the other way around then. I was just gonna go ahead and stop on the way to the dungeon, but maybe it would make more sense to make that... but the thing is, I was thinking that if it's a 2-day trip to either the forest or the tomb, and Inundo is on the way to the tomb. I should travel to the tomb and then take another one-day trip from there to the forest. And then we should be able to just teleport back from there to Brylehaven, right? Making it a 3-day trip. Unless we do discover the tower along the way, or, you know, something like that. If we go the other way around, then we'd still have to travel to Inundo manually. So, But if you can just buy... If you can basically gamble and just buy a bunch of unidentified armor, which you can then later identify, that's an interesting prospect. I suppose it's not the end of the world if I can't buy everything on my first visit, right? Certainly I'll find myself with a few days to spare later on. Yeah, maybe if you polish them up, you'll find some red treasures. Okay. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb. Oh no, that might be too expensive. Which is a bath salt. Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb. What would that increase? It's impossible to tell. It sounds like maybe it would increase your endurance, because it sounds pretty, I don't know, pretty much the opposite of relaxing. And as far as extra attributes to increase go, I still think that agility might be the most universally useful one. But anyway, bath salt, mellow milk, yes, as well as toothbrushes, their specialty. Well, we need one of those. Hopefully that's not going to be super expensive. That would suck if we actually ended up getting there with too little money to buy the quest item. That would suck tremendously. That's about all I can think of. Stop by if you're heading that direction. I will. For sure. Well, we definitely want this one.
Want in on this?
Surely the toothbrush is not going to be more than, like, 1,000, 2,000 or so. Typically, quest items have not even been that expensive. Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. Ah, there we go. Okay. That makes me feel a bit better. And that is there. Oh, holy crap, that's all the way up there. Wow, that's 2 more days from Gracia Forest. So I guess we can make it a 5-day trip and take care of all of those locations all at once, all of the quests. And we have the time for it, obviously. I guess I'll probably just do that. Huh. It's gonna keep us busy for a while. It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? Oh, wait. Huh, now that complicates things. So, we could take a 2-day trip there, then another 2-day trip there, and then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4... No, if we travel from... I basically have to go the way I said at first, right? I mean...
It's a campground. We'll face danger here.
It's gonna be 2 days to here. We're not... Because stopping by Inundo is not gonna take up an entire day. This is where we're gonna stop. So we're gonna travel 1 day...
We'll face danger here.
2 days... 3...
We'll face danger here.
4, 5...
And right there's a labyrinth. Here's where we are now.
We'll face danger here.
It's your call.
It's like 2 days... 4 days... Yeah, I mean, we can...
We'll face danger here.
This place.
Unless, can you skip? I don't know how that works exactly with these kinds of
place.
locations. Can we travel to these instantaneously after we've been there once, basically? I don't think we can, but I might be wrong about that. Well, maybe we can travel there. Travel to any place we've been. So either way, I think I'm gonna still stick with the original plan because this is starting to get a bit complicated. But yeah, okay. We have 1 quest in each location. Except we also have...
A village.
Yeah, we also have a quest here.
And
weren't there,
right
like...
there's a
Well,
labyrinth.
technically we have 2 quests here. And the Tomb of Lament, because the Goblet is the solution to 2 different quests. Right. I mean, either way, even if
And
it's just
right
1 quest,
there's
obviously
a
we're gonna go there. Okay, finally that's on the map, though. Yes, among them there's a particularly powerful giant called the Orgus.
Just between us.
Right. No, what did I say? Orgon? Orgus? Yeah, same thing. Be careful... When it stores up power, its next attack will hurt. Let's just say, so keep your defenses up. Okay. Put everyone in the back row and defend when that happens. But I've heard that if you can remove its buff before its next attack, the Rampage won't be so bad. We might actually have a way to do that as well. So I feel like we have things... We have some sort of ability, maybe a synthesis ability that removes any enemy buffs. Maybe even an item. I'll try to keep that in mind. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. Okay, we definitely have dark magic. You'd best make sure you can use some of that. Hey, you think if we told that Colosseum noble about our exploits at the tower, we'd be able to impress him? Yes, that's the idea. Right. Yeah, of course, so we also have 2 quests there, I suppose. Even though it only shows 1. We have 1 to get the horn, and then 1 to tell about it afterwards. Right. I received a scrap of paper and scrap with the information, yep. Well, since we're also going to be heading to both of these places...
Want in on this?
Let's hope I'm correct about the price of the toothbrush. Tomb of Lament, eh? Well, of course I can tell you all about it. The bounty's called Fatolich. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons a 2-headed beast called a Chimanza. Aren't those just the Chimera things that we've already been fighting? Obviously a stronger version, but...
Just between us.
It's not just fighting 2 enemies at once that's a problem. When the Chimanza's around, Fatolich's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic, or so I heard from a bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with his life. You'd better either prepare ways to protect against magic, or use the Chimanza's weakness wind to take it out quick. Right. Then probably also holy magic to take out the Fatolich itself, right? As you might expect, yeah. Seeing as it's a ghost, Fatolich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy, right? Wind and light should be doable.
No kidding.
Got it. Our best tactic is to devise a way to protect it against its magic, and also summon wind and light magic of our own. There's a Guptaros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. Yeah, piercing damage, gotcha. That's about it. Watch your step unless you want your next step to be into the grave. Interesting. That seems like a pretty intense place. Well, we're also gonna get this one.
Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after the Dragon Thistle berry? Yes, berries. It was. The Cocasados. Cocasados. That lords over that area loves them too, so be careful. The Cocasados will unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly? Excuse me? Instant death attacks? Really? I'd recommend having magic that hardens your defenses. And I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those wouldn't hurt either.
Just between us.
Hope your Dragon Thistleberry hunt goes swimmingly.
Got it.
Got it. Let's make sure we prepare thoroughly. The rest of these are about the sergeants. Well, Sergeant Xanth, Corridor Chief Seba, Corridor Master Gletchom, and Juna Devotee Cabio. Oh, and Security Guard Salvin. That guy as well. Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Obviously, those are not relevant until we actually plan to enter the Caradrius. Now the question is, do we depart right away? Or do we, in fact, wait? It's not like we don't have things to do. And I guess there's technically no rush. We could see... Actually, let's quickly check. It's obviously still Stroll and Hulkenberg. Okay, no new advancements with Barden. I wonder what triggers that. Okay.
I'm just incredulous.
Okay, I also want to see if you can just debate Glodell again. Also, I want to check out the other... I want to check out that shop now. No, no one's there. Okay, fair enough. Maybe at podiums in other cities? Wait, this is... Oh, hold on. I just remembered
well met, eh?
something. Or rather, I was looking at the minimap, but kind of trying to think about, yeah, because one of the shops here wasn't highlighted in red, or wasn't marked in red.
Greetings.
So it's this one.
Well then.
Rider's Anklet. Wait, isn't that just 9k? Didn't we buy that? Yeah, because we were here on Idle's Day before. So he's gonna sell the same things repeatedly on the same day. It's not just sold out after one purchase. I see. But that's the thing that increases agility by 9, I think? So pretty good. At least I think that's what it is. Anyway, let's
Beg pardon? Hey, mister.
let's talk to this guy here. Welcome. Let me just say I don't sell much here. You don't sell anything else?
Hey,
What? There's some sort of secret to the store. What? Wait. Really? So what was that info that we bought then? What did that do for us? Nothing. What a ripoff.
I'll grab.
Huh. I wonder how we would possibly unlock the secret then. I talked to this person at night and during the day. Doesn't seem to make a difference. Okay then. You know what? Let's just depart. We've been spending a lot of time just, you know, talking and exploring, which is fine and good,
Let's go.
but I want some action. Also, I want to make some money because I feel, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable being so broke.
Everyone's here.
It's much too real. Requests and tactics. Check status, I guess.
ready to kick
Nothing serves my firebox like a port city, so we have some free time. Why not have a little jaunt to explore the surrounding region? That is exactly what we're gonna do. I hope you realize we're not here for sightseeing. Our greatest priority now is to be ready to infiltrate Louise's gauntlet. But in order to challenge Louise, you'll need to garner a bit of fame, won't you? Seems to me offering the city folk a bit of assistance might be just a ticket, my boy.
True.
I must begrudgingly admit Nurus has a point. Preparation for our mission is vital, but we may wish to search for people in need of help in the city when the time allows. We have already done that. And that is exactly why we are going to be heading...
Now then. Calling for a breather.
We'll face
here.
danger here.
We could fulfill a request there.
Our task is to defeat the monster and retrieve the Chalice of Legends, yes? Yes. Tombs and treasures certainly seem to go hand in hand. We may be in for quite a haul here.
You seem interested, lad.
I'm not keen on robbing graves, but it does help fund our endeavors. So long as we don't overdo it, the spirits will understand.
Yeah, but-
Surely. Here, the weather seems pretty bad there today. We might hit delays, so maybe we should get our fortune told. You know what?
It's
I don't
your
care.
call.
If it's bad weather, I think we can handle it. We'll have to make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night? Yes, because we can teleport back. Also, we're not going to head back immediately. Either way, let's go.
Which way should we go?
Could go a few different routes. Oh, that is true. Choosing a route to your destination. When multiple routes will take you to your destination in the same number of days, you can choose which route to take by using LB or RB. Interesting. Oh. Wait, that's also 2 days? How is that 2 days? That changes everything. Kind of. But also, how does this work? Unless the forest somehow... No, the forest is a location to go to. Hold on. Can I not back out of this anymore? Apparently not. But we do want to visit Inondo, so... That's how it's gonna be. Huh. Strange.
Let's be off.
Then to settled, it would behoove us... Behove? It should be behoove us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road.
What to pick?
What to pick? I hear a voice.
The truth is,
Something I must tell the captain. Heisman comes to mind. Well, apparently he's the only one with a proper follower event, and obviously we're gonna take advantage of that. Sword Arm shows remarkable promise. He must have had an instructor of surpassing skill. I too studied swordplay from a young age. but I cannot claim I took much from those days. It was the knighthood that taught me real technique. Okay. Why?
You see?
Were you still in white? Tis true for both training and true combat. After great exertion, one must replenish their energy. 'Tis never bad to have a quick meal on hand at all times. I can only carry so many dried caterpillars, I suppose. Still, regularly preparing and carrying your preferred foods is one solution. Okay.
You see?
Right. Anyway, we can do some cooking, obviously. In fact, yeah, we have the ingredients for this, because we bought some salt now. And we have the one gel dust for the stale black bread. Ah, interesting. So, those are actually the only two things we can make. So, most of our days of travel are not gonna be optimal, because we're still missing some of the ingredients for some of these things. Giant's rib. Oh yeah, there it is. I wonder if that's the thing that you could buy at the specialty shop. If only we were allowed to shop there. Oh well, let's go with coney stew, whatever that is.
Let's check.
Stroll wanted to make this, apparently.
Hey,
Meat with a bit of chew can be nice, but I prefer a braise, low and slow. When it melts the moment it hits your tongue, truly exceptional. Though that method does take forever. Yeah, I was going to mention that it doesn't really seem to mesh very well with our instant cooking ability.
even so.
Still, time should not deter you from taste. And once you taste it, you'll want to keep doing it. Season it well and then cook it until it starts to brown.
Got it?
It already looks good enough to eat, but we must endure.
Got it.
All that's left is to let it soak in its flavor. We must control the heat carefully now to keep our eyes on the prize. The aroma is surely whetting your appetite, but don't give in. The juice is precious, and not a single drop can be wasted. Amazing. The dish Stroll and I made is dripping with flavor and depth. It's coney stew. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. You've earned first taste, I say. Yay. Alright, speed cooking. Right, we could, actually, we could plan something, but of course it's going to take time, so we can't do that. There are more books now. Perhaps Heismay added some to the collection. Speaking of books, Julian forced this on me. I'll stick it on the shelf for now. More books from Heismay, huh? New World Travel Diary. I think this one was there before. Bygone Days, The Future of Magic. Let's see what this one's all about. He does have a way with words, apparently. He's obnoxious, but he does know a thing or two, so maybe we'll learn something? Well, if you learn what not to do, that's also valuable. It looks like a complicated book, so let's get comfy by the window before we dive in. Wisdom, yeah, that makes sense. The methodically precise handwriting leads me to believe this is Heismay's. His own book? He wrote it? Okay. It appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Tolerance. And this one was... The New World. Imagination? Yeah, okay. Well, no time to read now. There's a friend who needs our attention. And he's up here, as you would expect.
Ah, it's you.
Why, hello there. For all the time we spent in battle, it's good to rest our wings every once in a while. If you're free, might I take a moment... Might I have a moment of your time? I wish to clear up a misunderstanding. I'd like you to let me tell you about the village. I'd like you to let me tell you about the village. Yes, okay. I'll listen.
Yes.
Then let us speak over a drink. And maybe inside, because it seems pretty... I don't know, unpleasant out here. I'll serve you something, assuming you'd prefer a drink more tame than my usuals. Oh, there's the urn. Inconsistency there. What happened back in my hometown? You should know it wasn't Tadari's fault, even if he's the village leader. No, I mean, that was pretty obvious. The villagers have always ostracized others like that, even when I was there. That's not their leader's fault. Even with the theft? I mean, no. Is that why you left?
Because
Yes.
Yes, there was an incident. One final push I could not take.
No?
Most other tribes hold little love for the Ujif, but in my youth we lived near 2 settlements of mixed peoples. We traded, traveled, relations were good. Until one day conflict arose between the 2 settlements themselves. They began to feud and both sides asked that our village side with them over the other. They wanted a decision from us. We were asked to choose who was friend and who was foe.
However,
Yet the village put off the decision. They took no sides and sought to appease both settlements. While we stayed the course of our hesitancy, their dispute was resolved. What happened to them? I don't blame them. We're not blaming whom exactly here. The villagers for not wanting to pick sides? I mean, that makes sense to me, honestly. How could you? It seems only fair to me that they couldn't decide.
I must.
I disagree. I said
And
so. I
then-
mean, I don't know the details. Maybe one of the other villages was clearly in the right. The village lost the trust of both sides, and they cut off all their trade. We were suddenly left impoverished. Yeah, but, I mean, okay, sure. That was not a foregone conclusion, though. Except maybe it was because people are stupid, but... The other way around, sure, I guess you would have kept one of them as a friend, and the other would definitely have become your enemy. Honestly, no choice there seemed particularly great. They called us Ujif inscrutable, unknowable, and their prejudice only escalated. That seems like it's on them, though, honestly. It even led to some violence. And yet... The village tried to justify their predicament by saying there was nothing they could have done. They took no action to escape poverty and isolation beyond their bitter lamentations. That more than anything else disgusted me beyond words. So I abandoned the village and ventured out to become a knight of the cities. But Tadari remained to take a stand. While I simply ran away, he took a role of leadership, determined to bring honorable change to our village. There's nobility in that. Yeah. He sounds like a good leader.
Yes.
Yes, no ordinary person could have done what he did. He chose to carry the entire village on his back. And yet, as we've seen, the village is still a long way from the change he strove for. The villagers are rigid in their mindset. They hope to maintain the little control they have by excluding and blaming strangers.
Oh.
All the backbiting and even the theft of the urn, all born of this clinging to separation, this xenophobic nest. I pity them. Yeah, honestly, it's to their loss. A fair enough assessment. In some ways, they've entrapped themselves. But you know, when I'd returned there, a thought struck me. I suddenly knew. I would like to let my sons sleep on that hill, where the sweet winds blow, that they may run free where he cannot. And yet, perhaps the reason I'm so attached to my village is because I'm the same as them at heart. It was my indecisiveness that cost me my son, and my knighthood besides. This burial is no different. To think I waxed on about it being time to face his death. An excuse, nothing more. An excuse to run from yet another decision. It's alright to hesitate. No one could condemn you. I mean... huh? Dude, it's alright to hesitate. I feel like either way, no matter what I pick, he's gonna disagree because he's so bitter and, you know...
no.
But now my son is the one paying for my wretched hesitance. And see what has become of him. How can I call myself a father? Grant alone won't solve this, so you're giving up? I don't know. If we want to solve this, we'll need more than despair.
No.
No, I refuse to let this end here.
Right.
If hesitation is in my nature, then so too do I hesitate to let go. Perhaps this is simply who I am. Atantuo, I have a confession to make. When the urn was stolen, somewhere in the back of my mind, I felt relief. Because I'd not have to see it anymore. I'd no longer be reminded of his death. His heartbreaking absence. But, I mean, you were going to bury him anyway. And obviously that would have been by far the better outcome. I don't want to think of it. I don't want to face it. How could I, when every reminder shatters me? That's why I've put off the burial, longer and ever longer. But I must change. I would show my boy I'm a father worth his love, not his shame.
Surely.
And so too would I prove this to you, you who placed your trust in me. Alright.
My son.
Thief Veneration,
Come back to me.
Battle Aura. Right, okay.
I'm sorry.
I will soon depart for the village to look for my son's remains. My apologies for all you've been made to endure. You'd leave me behind?
Wait.
What, after taking me this far, you wouldn't even let me see how it ends? Huh. Well, I can hardly say no to that. You haven't been waiting to say it this whole time, have you?
Thank you.
I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Let's head to the village together at a later date. Indeed.
It's coming our
Oh,
way!
a monster with the most peculiar color-changing eyes is clinging to the deck. Deal with it before it ruins all the hard work I've put into this runner. We better get rid of this fast before Nurus puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. We cannot allow the beast to make its way into the runner. To the deck with haste. Alright, let's have some combat against something. Oh, those are not...
My cue,
What?
I think.
What color-changing eyes are you talking about? Those things don't even have eyes. Have we fought these before? Yes, we have. Do we have fire available? We do. Oh, lucky. Let's start with this one that's already damaged. Ooh, wow, okay, that should hopefully go well. If only we had... Oh, no. Well, that being said, this is gonna deal really good damage, though. Yes, more, in fact, than... a super effective fire attack, which is kind of crazy, but maybe also not too surprising. Wait, no, Blizz is the one thing we can't do here, so let's actually just play it super safe with another bot, and that's that. Oh, hello there. More enemies! And for these, of course, we don't get the barrage, huh? Okay, these... we know their hit points, apparently, which are super low. What? Phantom Tracer. One enemy. Not what we need right now. Could try stealing. Basically, as soon as we hit them with any kind of area attack, we should be good. Because they have such low hit points. Yeah, you know what? I doubt we can steal anything worthwhile of these from these things. You didn't have anything. One enemy. Surely someone has got to have something. No synthesis at all for use. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Heavy slash damage to all enemies? Surely they're not immune to slash somehow. They're absolutely not immune to slash. That was almost 1,000 damage to all of those. Oh. Because they were very low level enemies apparently. I mean, that makes sense, given their HP numbers. But at least we get good rewards for the Elementa.
Satisfactory.
Nice.
The village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brylehaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Giving it some thought?
There's something here. Yes. flooded, I guess?
Just
Or-
a moment.
Oi, what's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. The villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. What a shame. It was my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. That's alright, I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey,
You know. It's a bit small, but it looks like they've set up a stall here. Want to talk to them?
that reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a toothbrush of Hygienia? Yes, indeed. What should I ask about? The village? As you can see, our village is quite poor. Only people with strange tastes would be interested in the kind of goods we sell here. Not to worry. I doubt you'll ever come across some more eccentric crew than the likes of us. That is true. I didn't mean to ask the same thing again. The tournament. Our village might regain some semblance of liveliness if the candidates would defeat the monsters for us. Have monsters shown up around here lately? Well, the way I see it, this village would be finished if monsters ever did show up. We've not many people left who can put up a decent fight. That's not really an answer. Small talk? Lately I've heard it's not just the area surrounding the village that's in dire straits. Even the seas have been rough. I do hope everyone who left to find work finds their way back safely.
Then,
Sounds like a lot of the villagers have left to make a living. Do you want us to relay a message to them about coming back? No, there's no need. Besides, it's unlikely anyone would divulge the fact that they came from this village in the first place. If you say so. Do you have anything to sell? No valuables. No, that's fine. Let's see here. Well, first things first. Toothbrush for 400, yeah. I was thinking that it would probably only be a few hundred at most, plus it's still bargain day, so take that. A bundle of thin hairs stuck to the end of a small stick, supposedly used to brush one's teeth. I guess toothbrushes are not a common thing yet in this world. Briny weapons, briny artifacts. An unidentifiable small weapon corroded by salty sea air. Interesting. Briny light armor, briny accessory, superior briny threads, superior briny light armor. Hell's boiling bath bomb. I mean... endurance, yes, okay. I mean, am I really interested in that? The thing is, we currently don't have any bath salts, so I suppose it's better than nothing. And yeah, sure, some more endurance. Can't hurt, obviously. Quite the opposite. I'm still only gonna get one, of course, considering our financial situation. Am I interested in any of these? I mean... honestly... not that much. It's all just the same stuff that we're going to be finding anyway. And it's a gamble. I mean, you could get something nice, but most of the time you don't really. So I think we're good.
alright.
Alright, we do have what we came for. Let's go back to base. No. Let's continue our trip. Obviously.
Hey,
Yes.
As the sky turns the same muddy color as the land below, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet land. However, confidence would be ill-advised. Listen carefully for footfalls in the mud, and move at the break of dawn.
All right then.
Okay, we're in Wetlands Camp. Memorandum. Hello, Inundo. A small settlement in northern Brylehaven that came to be when migrant workers laboring at a nearby mining site exchanged their pickaxes for farming hoes and settled there. Though once a land rich in agriculture, it became starved after repeated monster attacks and floods. Since then, people began to desert the village in search of work, essentially making it a ghost town. The only remaining lifeline of the village is the specialty goods created by the elderly who were left behind. Well, at least we bought something of them, so we helped them out in a small way, I guess. Can we actually just finish our cooking here? We can, right? Yes. Might as well just take care of that once and for all.
that...
Only Hulkenberg knows how to cook that. I'll go call her. I probably should have also just
Hail!
ended the episode, but oh well. There's much to discover on our first trip to any town. That said, I intend to focus on the various cuisines on offer. I find it fascinating that a dish using the same combination of ingredients can result in something altogether different depending on who cooked it.
That's...
Perhaps the same could be said of people. Every new experience and smallest wisdom gained influence who we are. To that end, what if I abandoned my usual methods and opened my mind? Were I to challenge myself thusly, could a new creation be born? Yes, I guess. I start preparing food with Hulkenberg, trusting our sixth senses. Well, these ingredients are the same as they've ever been, but today their luster is brighter, don't you think?
You see?
Never drop your guard, and especially not when you think you've won. It is at that moment that we fall back on our most common habits. Seems like we have our doubts. Wow, what an aromatic and creative dish we made.
All right.
Stale black bread. How do you cook bread that's fresh but already stale? That's an achievement, honestly. Take in the aroma. 'Tis truly one of a kind, is it not? Yeah. Which is not the same as good, but hey. Okay, so we could take a bath, we could spend time with someone, we could read one of those many books that we have available. I mean, we need both wisdom and courage. Obviously, tolerance wouldn't hurt either, but...
Alright.
yeah, no supporters currently, of course. Nurse is only going to... Actually, wait, that was a thing I wanted to check. And yeah, I should just be ending the episode, but... while I remember, do we know about anything new? Oceana entry. The handwriting is hurried and haphazard. The old man had a hunch about the tomb northwest of Brilhaven, where we are heading. Wasn't there a cursed cemetery there? The one where the victims of that epidemic were buried, it says. If I'm around Brilhaven, I should keep an eye out for this cemetery in case there's a relic there. Okay. I was wondering if more than one of the locations we're going to visit is going to have a relic, but maybe we need to get even closer to one first? Either way, apparently we're on our way to getting another one, so that's good to know. Maybe I'll just go for Stroll and the Courage increase. So we can get... because we're so close to increasing that, right? I doubt a single additional increase is going to make the difference. Oh, cat, please. Oh my god. Yeah, kitty, come here. I'll be with you in a moment. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna do that next time. Maybe we're just gonna do that. Or maybe I'm gonna use the opportunity to take a bath. Because obviously, virtue increases are available almost at every possible time. Plus, I think we have the full set of virtues available right now between our companions and the books. So, yeah. Free choice right here. But obviously attribute increasing is much rarer. So maybe we'll just go with that and then continue our journey and have another dungeon expedition next time. It's been a while. Anyway, for now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.